Turkey Camp 2014 in Kansas. Brought the camper down, the girls are staying here. And we're out in northwest Kansas, an area I've never hunted before. They have Rios here, they have some Miriams here, and we're ready to rock. So as I patiently wait for a camper full of young ladies to present themselves for Turkey Camp 2014 to commence with the first morning's hunt, let me share a few particulars. We're hunting with Taggett Worldwide near the town of Atwood, Kansas, about 15 miles from Nebraska and 55 miles from Colorado.
Here where we're hunting, it's a lot of pastures and little drainages and cedar trees and cottonwoods that they work their way through just to find some water. And a lot of these birds, when they come off the creek in the morning out of the roost, they just head straight to the pasture, so kind of got to intercept them.
Our timing is early April.
Ready for this? Oh yeah.
The plan for the coming days is to split off into two groups, one with daughters Jasmine, Carly, and Taggett guide Bart Ginther, and another consisting of Donnie, Mackenzie, myself, and guide Brian Leffel.
We walk down over here.
Though I do have a license, my role in this family hunt will primarily be helping call and general fatherly assistance.
All right, we got the birds right behind us. Decoys are set up at 17 yards. I'm gonna go set up over here and hopefully draw them right by you. So just be ready for a shot, 17, 20 yards.
Very soon everyone's in place as a perfect Kansas morning begins to dawn and wild turkeys come off of nearby roosts. What would we see? How would the turkeys react? Which of my girls would be lucky, and what sort of unique first-time experiences would unfold during our time together in Kansas? Well, the true fun of hunting is always savoring the ritual and not knowing the answers until it's all over.
So we got a big flock of turkeys behind us. We've been listening to them all morning, and I guess now they're about to come into our field, so get ready.
First morning we can hear turkeys all around us, you know, they're everywhere. It sounded like a ton of them. We've seen them all come down, and then this big group of them come up and around 70 or 80 yards from us. So it was just like, you know, right there.
No interest, huh? How far away?
70 yards, I'm guessing.
Really?
Yeah.
We got kind of a different setup. We got a ground blind here, but with two girls in there. So Brian and I are on the outside. He's over here, and I'm over here, and the two of us are calling together. Our first morning, we had 15 or 16 different big toms in front of us, and it was one of those moments. It was an entire morning of complete frustration. That many birds running around, 4 toms by themselves, no hens with them. They wouldn't come in. One big tom comes halfway across the field. He wouldn't come in. Nothing would come in. They ignored us.
All this noise is exciting. Sounds like a lot of birds.
So then the second morning we were set up, and there was a big green field in front of us, and they came down and they're out to the east of us a little bit. And we watched them strut out there and, you know, poof up a little bit, and again, they didn't want to cooperate with us, but it was a lot of good watching.
Well, we're trying something else. Turkeys are being turkeys. Every time we'd encounter turkeys, they would ignore us. They would go the other way. They wouldn't respond. Maybe it was wind, maybe it's early. They just didn't want to cooperate.
A lot of discouragement and pain walking up and down. I mean, there's a lot of miles put in on this trip, so not your average hardwoods and turkey hunt. Kind of a run and gun.
Now stay right behind me. Whatever I do. If I hit the ground, you gotta get down right behind me, okay?
They wanted to go out and walk and get them, so it was nothing for us to get some turkeys gobbling a mile away up a canyon and put the guns over the shoulders and pounded the ground. So they definitely worked extremely hard.
Continuing now, the wild Rio Grande and Miriam turkeys that are often found flocking together in northwestern Kansas
are simply not cooperating by responding to calls. But we all just keeping on, hoping for fresh opportunities.
Jump.
Seems setup after setup and stock after stock, pure failure. You know, no response. It's discouraging. No interest, huh? You just gotta keep on trucking, I guess, and it's hunting, not killing, so you gotta work for it. And that's what makes the best memories, when you put in a lot of work and finally get a little payoff at the end. We drove around, we caught some right off the road. They worked to the north, kind of went up in a little cut in the draw, so we're gonna head up there and try to bring them out of that cut right back into the creek where they were. They seemed hot, they were gobbling a little, so try to get them in.
We spotted a tom, so we thought, well, Tom's up over here, we'll come back over here and maybe we can call him into us.
Thought if we set up about a half mile maybe away, we might be able to get them to come in, and right away, within about 5 minutes of calling, we had the girls right next to me going, got 2 birds, and
Carly, you still see them?
I thought right away, I was like, oh, here they come. Here's some long beards, and didn't end up that way.
I think it's those jakes.
Right out of the weeds, here came 2 more jakes.
They're coming in decoy. They came in perfectly to our decoy.
That was the first time anything came into us, so it was really exciting. Your house was like, woo.
There might be some gobblers coming in, just wait.
I wanted to shoot so bad. You know, it was just like, okay, there's 4 jakes here, okay.
We're kind of sitting there wondering what to do, and we've only seen 4, maybe 6 jakes this whole hunt, so everything else has been gobblers, and you know, that kind of sets the standard pretty high when you see a lot of gobblers. You know, no one wants to settle for less, but when you've worked that hard and walked that many miles, it's pretty much a no-brainer in my opinion. I mean, some of the best trophies aren't the biggest, you know, the experience that you gain and the knowledge and the memories. So there was no question when they got right to that decoy, it was, you know, take them, put them down. Carly made a great shot, killed him right on the spot.
Thanks.
It was a good hunt, in my opinion. It was an awesome hunt.
We had a really great hunt. He's got a tremendous amount of birds here. I mean, I don't think I've ever went turkey hunting and been so close and seen so many birds. There's a first, like a lot of firsts on this hunt.
Okay, that's 3 days of turkey hunting and only 1 bird down for my daughter Carly. With just 1 morning left, everyone's hoping for a last-minute change in the turkey's moods.
Yeah. Carly got her bird last night, and so I got the opportunity to hunt with Dad this morning.
Well, you and I finally get a crack, Jazz. Well, maybe it's a good omen. We've killed some pretty good turkeys together.
Jasmine and I get a late start, which forces us to ditch previous plans and slip into a new area that Bart's been saving.
What we got is just a little cut draw going through a pasture. It's the only trees in the area. Roosted them here quite a few times. So tried to get one come in.
We came to this new spot Bart thought of just this morning, and it was perfect. It was ideal, you know. There's water here, there's, you know, high and low like they are. They were roosting in the trees. It was just a perfect setup. We came right down. They had no idea that we were there. You know, good setup on the hill, and it just worked really, really well.
Babe, here comes some hens.
Yeah, I see them. I got them. Jazz, there's a hen coming.
Yeah. You start to get excited, like, okay, something's coming. You know, it's working for us. And, you know, I'm like, okay, sit still though, because hens are really, they come out to check it out first, you know, make sure that everything's okay. So I'm like, stay still, stay still, stay still. Don't raise a gun, don't raise a gun, you know?
The hens always make me mad because they come in first sneaking around and snooping around. And if you ever see them raise their head and go, you've got problems. And we had none of that. There was another first here. I've never seen a hen go into a strut position, and this one wasn't a full strut like a tom does, but it was a kind of a half strut, and she's moving around. And I'm going, this is cool, this is different, this is neat. Each time you create one of these new memories, there's always little nuances like that that make it unique and special to that situation and that setting. And we had a whole bunch of them on this trip.
Gobbler right behind, coming in. Get ready. Get ready, Jazz. There's a big tom.
I see him.
He's yours. Just give him time.
So as he's coming up, I could tell he was a bigger bird, you know, and he's really puffing up and he's really, you know, doing his stuff.
When he turns, take him.
It was just ideal, the way that he came in and just, you know, kind of checked things out for a minute and then just kind of faced right at me. His neck didn't come up, but he just kind of sat there and puffed up a little bit at me, and I thought, okay, there it is, we can do this.
Good.
Nice job, babe. Oh my God, was that picture perfect?
That was awesome.
Was that picture perfect? Here comes the snooping hen, and then her snooping sister. And then I see just a glimpse of the tail, and I thought, oh my God, Boss Hog is coming. Well, here's the deal, kid. We both got that turkey, I think.
Yeah. First thought I had that after I pulled the trigger is, okay, you know, I thought, well, he's just moving for a minute and then he's gonna fall down and just, you know, keel over. So I didn't even think to shoot twice, but I hear Dad shoot and I thought, oh, good, well, now we know he's dead.
Bart, you sing a sweet song to them guys. See, I wish I could use a diaphragm call to do that. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's when they're close like that, it's nice to be hands-free.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
that's what we needed, because they had you guys pegged. I was just laying as flat as could be, just sitting there trying to talk a little to them, not over-talk to them. But
yeah,
those hens, they wanted to investigate.
Well, we did something. We did something right because it made the hens come. You know.
Yep. Exactly.
Geez, that's exciting. I know. I just.
Perfect sight.
You and I make a hell of a team, girl.
Right.
We have killed several turkeys together now.
I know.
I love it. God, I like turkey hunting.
My favorite.
Oh, that's an old bird. See it, look at the spurs. Look at how sharp they are.
Nice.
It's probably a 3.5 or 4.5-year-old bird. And a Rio. And this, you know, this one could have a little cross in him even.
Yeah, we get a lot of those around here.
Sure, you got a little bit of buff there to the back of the tail. These little feathers here, a little bit more buff to them.
Okay.
A little bit of buff back in there. That's a cross, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, good job.
Came together finally. A lot of hard work for them.
There's so many things you get to experience when you're on a turkey hunt like this. 99 other things other than the kill.
Oh, it's all about everything else, yeah.
I am just, if you've never turkey hunted, particularly with your daughters, and I mean, I've been hunting with Mackenzie and Donnie all week. We got all excited and then let down and all excited and let down. You love turkeys from one standpoint, and from another standpoint, you just, come on, you know, quit this. Do what you're supposed to do. But here you did. We had a lot of other names for the turkeys other than just turkeys after 3 days of this stuff, I'm telling you. Nobody got close till the third night when Carly finally, her and Jazz were together and Carly finally killed a bird.
I got to hunt with my sister Jazzy. Wow, yeah, first, that was another first. Jazzy and I are more the passive sisters, I guess. We're pretty calm, quiet. And it was really amazing, you know. I mean, I know, like, she's my sister. I know her, I love her, she's family, but it was a lot of time spent together, getting to know each other in different ways. A lot of building of love, respect, and cherishing each other's lives through hunting, through the outdoors, through nature, everything we did together. I mean, it meant something. We're never going to forget it. It was memories created out in the outdoors. Whether we got a bird or we didn't get a bird, we were just fine. I mean, it was all together. We had each other's backs. And I'm really happy it happened the way it happened and that I was with Jazzy. There's so much more to this trip. You know, killing a turkey was just kind of the icing on the cake. There's so much other stuff. You know, I got to hunt with Carly for the first time, got to spend more time with her, you know, bond with her, so that was great. I got to meet some really great people. Bart's a really, really good, great guide. He knows exactly where the turkeys are. He knows how to call them in, where to call them from. You know, he knows what he's doing. It's just a great experience all around. Everything was very memorable.
A very special thanks goes out to Taggart Worldwide for putting together our family turkey hunt in Kansas last spring. And if you're looking for a great operation to set you up for turkeys, wild hogs, and all kinds of other critters, I seriously hope you'll contact them to make memories of your own. With over 300 birds, 32 states, and 78 Grand Slams under his belt, owner Jeff Budd stands out as #1 in the world at chasing turkeys. With experience like that, trust me, he'll do everything humanly possible to put you on your trophy like he's done for me so many times. Thanks also to Irish Setter for providing us with Outrider Viper snake boots. They're the very best you can get. And in country where there are rattlesnakes, the very last thing you want is for your adventure to end in catastrophe. You and I make a hell of a team, girl.
Right.
We have killed several turkeys together now.
I know.
I'm out here with the greatest possible situation. I have 4 of my daughters out with me who love to hunt with me. Any time you get the opportunity to spend time with your family, you have the ability to create intimate memories. Anytime you do things in the outdoors, you have the opportunity to create memories. And if anything gets any better than that, then tell me what it is, because I don't know of anything.
When I heard we're gonna have some hunters out and the majority are gonna be some girls, I thought, well, maybe they won't wanna walk, maybe we'll have to drive in real close and spook birds out of roost, and I was sadly mistaken. It was sometimes all I could do to keep up with them, so it was established right away that they're grained with some good ethics and morals, and their work ethic is just go get it, no stop. And that was definitely passed down from their dad, and you can see that right away. It doesn't take but 5 minutes being around them that you understand they have a tight-knit family bond, and it's something to be proud of. It's kind of overlooked these days, and be able to experience the outdoors together it's the best feeling in the world.
The best feeling in the world is right. It can result from so many different kinds of experiences, but that's what so many of us take away from hunting. The best feeling in the world. I mean, why try to explain or put it into greater words? I'm Babe Winkelman. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, everybody, hey, good hunting.